What a bout we're in for! Styles reigns next week on Raw. If Styles wins, he gets a shot at Roman Reigns. A Hell in a Cell. Samoa Joe, he's just called out the Fiend. No Fiend in sight. But if Samoa Joe wanted a fight, if the Fiend wanted a feast, they've got one. And it is time. The United States Championship is on the line. Up next, Kenny Omega challenges the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. One Winged Angel! We've got a new United States Champion! Congratulations, Kenny Omega! Hello everyone and welcome to Monday Night Raw, live from the Xcel Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. We are in for an evening of Raw that might even be able to top last week's historic episode. Coming up for you again here this evening, we have another title match on our way. Sting declaring on Twitter during the week that Roppongi 3K had earned the right to face Supremacy this evening for the World Tag Team titles. And then, of course, we have our huge main event of the evening. AJ Styles will go one-on-one with the World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns. If Styles wins, it is Styles and Reigns for the World Heavyweight title at Hell in a Cell. Let's get this show on the road. And let's get it on the roads with a bit of strong style, with the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura coming towards the ring because he is about to get into a fight with Kyle O'Reilly. Warm welcome to you all wherever you're tuning in from here tonight for Monday Night Raw. We are in for a fantastic episode. There is no doubt about that whatsoever. And if last week's episode was anything to go off of, Monday Night Raw is entering a hot streak of sorts as it heads towards the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. And a pay-per-view that Shinsuke Nakamura might well want to find himself on in any way that he can. However, the opportunities are closing quickly. But Nakamura could get a big win here tonight over a Kyle O'Reilly who arguably is not at his peak. He's not in his peak mind frame. He's not in his peak self. And you could argue that he hasn't been since No Way Out, since Walter arrived. And if anyone's able to break down a mind, if anyone's able to play mind games and work around someone to beat them with their head, it's Shinsuke Nakamura. But if that doesn't work, he can just use his legs. But this man is more than willing to do just the same. St. Paul on their feet because Kyle O'Reilly is in the building, dressed for battle, ready for a fight with the king of strong style. Kyle O'Reilly ready to go. This crowd ready to go. The first time we've seen O'Reilly since before Survivor Series. What a fight it's going to be here this evening between O'Reilly and... Oh my God! It's Walter! He just leveled O'Reilly with back-to-back lariats. O'Reilly never saw it coming. No! No! Oh my... He strikes again. But the question still remains. Why? Not even a few minutes in, and already we have so many questions to ask. Again, why is Walter assaulting Kyle O'Reilly? How did he manage to pull it off again? And what was that all about? From the Firefly Funhouse and Bray Wyatt. If that means what I think it means, Samoa Joe is in for a troubling time with The Fiend. We'll see about that, ladies and gentlemen, but right now we're going to move on to our, well, I guess, first contest of the evening, given what happened to the one just before it. It's Jordynne Grace and Alexa Bliss vying for the opportunity to qualify for the Women's Battle Royal that will take place next week. 3 have already qualified, 2 spots remain, and they will be determined here tonight. It'll be Jordynne Grace and Alexa Bliss now, then coming up next it'll be Lacey Evans against a brand new member to the Raw Women's roster. We've already seen Kairi Sane qualify. Last week it was Io Shirai and Dakota Kai who moved on to the Battle Royal. And now we see who will be at a Little Miss Bliss. And Dick Mama Pump, the winner of last year's Mae Young Classic as well, Jordynne Grace, looking to rebound. But what was a strong start here on Raw, but ended up petering out in the summer. And should be looking to rebound from that. Put herself right back towards the top names in the Raw Women's division. Alexa Bliss, I think one of the last times I remember seeing her was at No Mercy against Kairi Sane. But interesting little tidbit for you all here regarding this Battle Royal qualifier. Every member of the women's roster but Rhea Ripley and Jazzy Gabert have been given an opportunity here this evening. So here for this Battle Royal. Everyone else going. Trifecta didn't. I asked Sting about it. Jordynne Grace is a bit too fired up this evening with a cheap shot there on Alexa Bliss. But I asked Sting about it. I said, before the show went on the air, I asked Sting, was this Blanchard's move? Was this your move? And Sting told me he asked Ripley and Gabert, do they want to qualify you? Both of them said no. Don't know why they said no, but they said no, and that's what we got to go with, as Bliss is in with a sunset flip to try and move on to the Battle Royal this early. But certainly something to ponder the mind over. Is there a reason for Ripley and Gabert saying no? Is it the work of the Raw Women's Champion Tessa Blanchard, or is it just Trifecta wanting to line up another challenger to fall for Tessa Blanchard? There are a number of alternatives, there are a number of scenarios that you could believe it to be, but the reality is that Blanchard is going to be facing a member of the Raw Women's roster who isn't a part of Trifecta, and it could be one of these two women, depending on who wins tonight and what they're able to do in the Battle Royal next week. It's already looking like a pretty stacked Battle Royal with Kai, Sane, and Shirai. That's 2 former NXT Women's Champions in there. Look out now. Bliss is in big trouble here. Stump puller, pile driver from Jordynne Grace. Middle of the ring. That could finish off Alexa Bliss right now. Bliss gets the shoulder up at 2, but she might not know where she is. She got dumped right on her head, and Jordynne Grace running her down immediately afterwards. In the corner we go now. Oh my. This is a bit of a mismatch in all fairness for Alexa Bliss, as Jordynne Grace is just running all over the shorter, lighter woman. Huge running knee in the corner from Jordynne Grace, but Alexa Bliss still able to get her shoulder up in time. Staggering to think that that is the case. Big right hand there from Grace. Look at this, has been all Jordynne Grace so far. When you're the winner of last year's Mae Young Classic, you'd certainly hope that it's all going your way. and that you're going to be the one able to dominate this match and move on to the Battle Royal next week. That elbow connects again, but this time Bliss is up to her feet, and Bliss is fighting back with quick shots here. Takes Grace off her feet. Oh, look at and sends her throat first into the bottom rope. Grace may have problems breathing after that one, and Alexa Bliss will take full control as a result of it. Flying forearm in the corner from Bliss now as she looks to capitalize here. Misses with the elbow, the forearm across the face. Grace in with a snapback suplex. Big right hand incoming. Alexa Bliss gets the counter for it. Look out here, tilt-a-whirl into a small package. Alexa Bliss trying for the element of surprise. Oh, Jordynne Grace gets the shoulder up just in time. The count of 2 there, but Bliss able to capitalize and nail a suplex there on a Jordynne Grace. Bliss going to go to the top rope. Is she thinking Twisted Bliss? Is that a bit too ambitious? Elbow drop, and she got all of it. Oh, but Grace moves out of the way there. Huge lariat rolls through to keep the momentum going. Look out here. Oh! Well, nothing flashy about that one. Using Alexa Bliss's own hair against her. Jordynne Grace now. Look at the agility, but there's no one home. Alexa Bliss moves out of the way just in time there. Grace now, maybe in trouble. Bliss in. Oh, she spiked her with that DDT there. Put her right down on her head. Bliss now going into the cover. Wait a minute. Bliss using the ropes. And Bliss has done it. Use the ropes to her advantage. And Alexa Bliss moves on to next week's Battle Royal. I don't think the ref caught eyes of it. But Alexa Bliss, with the use of the ropes, defeats Jordynne Grace. Bliss is the 4th woman in the Battle Royal. Well, folks, following up from Kenny Omega's victory last week on Raw, there were a number of tweets coming out for him in support of his victory from members of the Raw roster and members outside of it as well, all across the entire company, including the Raw General Manager Sting congratulating him. But it was the tweet from Pete Dunne that caught the most attention, telling Kenny Omega, "That was fun, let's do it again." And I think I speak on behalf of all of us when I say, when that day comes, we'll be ready and we'll let them do it again. So here we go now. 1 qualifier down, 1 to go. The final one in front of us. Sassy Southern Belle, Lacey Evans, going up against whomever it may be. It could be a member from NXT who hasn't debuted yet. That would put it down to 2 women. Or it could be a completely new, fresh signing to the Raw Women's roster and to this company as a whole. We're about to find out in a moment. But Lacey Evans, she's going to head into this match with a bit of a disadvantage. She's had no time to practice. She's had no time to train for her opponent. I'm not making excuses for Lacey Evans at all, but I'm saying that Lacey's heading in with basically a blind eye like we all are. She doesn't know her opponent, so she's going to have to work off the element of surprise and hope that she can get the upper edge over whomever her opponent will be. Oh boy. Well, it's an uphill battle for Lacey, that's for sure, because Charlotte has arrived to Monday Night Raw. I said it could be from NXT, and it was. It was Charlotte or Toni Storm if that was the case. And as we see right in front of us, Charlotte is the one to debut here on Monday Night Raw. So here we go. Lacey Evans in for a tough fight from the woman from the Queen City as she makes her debut on Monday Night Raw in St. Paul. The daughter of Ric Flair, the Nature Girl, the Nature Queen, whatever you want to call her. She is in the building, and she is ready to stake her claim towards that Battle Royal. So we've got Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane, Io Shirai, Alexa Bliss. But who is the 5th and final participant in next week's Battle Royal? Is it Lacey Evans or is it Charlotte? We're about to find out. You see there, Lacey just kind of staring down Charlotte for a moment as if to say, how are you here? How am I supposed to overcome this fight? And it seems as if it's not going to be an easy task for it all. Charlotte going right for the leg there. Flying forearm in the corner there from Charlotte onto Lacey. This is not going to be an easy fight whatsoever for Lacey Evans at all. Charlotte in now. Look out here. Oh no. Backpack stunner. Taking Lacey down early. Charlotte thinks she's finished her off here. Cover is made already, but the kick out is at 1 there. Well, Lacey Evans, she might have an uphill fight, but she is going to fight nonetheless, whether this crowd wants her to or not. Lacey Evans is going to do all that she can. Try and pick up the win here. Missed on that one, but she gets another chance, thankfully. And a drop toe hold will take Charlotte off her feet. She couldn't read that one in time. Here goes Lacey Evans now. Big running kick into the chest, and Charlotte goes down. Here goes Lacey, neckbreaker incoming. Uh-oh, look out. Charlotte with a counter. Neckbreaker of her own. Drives Lacey Evans into the mat. Here goes Charlotte now. Oh, what a right hand that one was. Look out, not a good place to be. Face buster from Charlotte. She goes into another cover. Is she in the Battle Royal? No, Lacey Evans says otherwise as she gets the shoulder up at 2. Oh, there's a chop in the chest and then some. But Lacey Evans shrugged it off, hit a forearm. She withstood the punishment, and a Cobra clutch Russian leg sweep follows up suit. Great work there from Lacey, in all fairness, to withstand the power of that chop. But Charlotte comes right back here. Look out. Irish whip in the corner. Swings the legs up against the ropes and oh! Roppongi neck breaker there. Lacey's in deep trouble. Charlotte knows it. Moonsault connects. From Charlotte onto Lacey. This one might well be as good as over. Exploder now. And I think it's just quickly become a question of when and not if Charlotte qualifies. There's another facebuster. How much longer is Lacey Evans going to have a chance to get back into this match? Charlotte Flair just decimating her here. Big right hand there from Lacey. Comes in. And again, she's looking for that Cobra clutch. Again, she's got her locked in here. Oh, she's got her. Maybe one more chance for Lacey Evans. One more bit of breathing life. Lacey should not be feeling this confident right now. In the corner. Oh, the knee in the gut was countered there by Charlotte, who runs her down with a clothesline. She had the chance, and Lacey may have blown it, because now the figure 4 is locked in. But that's not all, because it'll bridge into the figure 8. Figure 8 leg lock from Charlotte Flair. And Lacey Evans is tapping already. Charlotte, your winner. She moves on. And the Battle Royal is complete. For the chance at Tessa Blanchard, the final name in the field is Charlotte. What a Battle Royal it's going to be next week. What a chance for those women. What an opponent Blanchard will have. I think we just witnessed Kyle O'Reilly snap, ladies and gentlemen. He has reached his breaking point. But we must move on here on Raw, as it's Roppongi 3K's chance to be the World Tag Team Champions. Up next. Yeah, they come to make their way out, but my goodness, what an evening for all the wrong reasons it has been for Kyle O'Reilly. I shouldn't be talking about him just before a championship matchup, but I can't help it due to what we just saw a moment ago. Kyle O'Reilly assaulting what looked to be maybe a backstage worker here on Monday Night Raw, maybe some kind of a assistant for something, I'm not too sure, but what I do know is that was an employee of the Monday Night Raw brand and the WWE as a whole that Kyle O'Reilly just assaulted, and not an in-ring worker either. Looked like a backstage personnel. Just got thrown into a wall by Kyle O'Reilly as he was hunting down Walter. You want my prediction? Walter left the building the moment Kyle O'Reilly was laid out. But it continues on between those two men, and we still don't know the reasons why, but we have to move on here, ladies and gentlemen. Time to move our focus away from what we just saw with Kyle O'Reilly and on to this World Tag Team Championship match. Sting declared it on Twitter before this episode of Raw was, well, I guess while he was still making the matches for it. And here we are. With the World Tag Team titles up for grabs. Roppongi 3K having the opportunity of a lifetime here. Interesting that it would be the case for Roppongi 3K to get this opportunity. I guess Sting saw the support for Show, I believe it was, against that man right there, the Freak Lars Sullivan, last week, and wanted to see if Roppongi 3K could do it in a title match. They're 0-2 in singles competition against Supremacy, though, which is certainly not something that is going to be motivational, shall we say, for the challengers heading into this match. Neither is there going to be much motivation in knowing that Lars Sullivan quite easily weighs 100 pounds more than the both of them. That's an uphill battle in and of itself when you step into the ring against the two-time United States champion, against the freaking Lars Sullivan. But it's the tandem tag team offense that's going to have to work together here to dethrone Lars Sullivan and Shelton Benjamin from the World Tag Team titles that they won back at No Mercy from Magnum Opus. Show and Yo warming up on the outside as the crowd witnesses. The man just one title shy of a Triple Crown title, or a Triple Crown award, shall we say, on Monday Night Raw, and of course that is the World Heavyweight Championship. And here comes his tag team partner, the leader of the group known as Supremacy. Never ever discount this group, because when they want to, they can pull a beast out of the hat. And that beast, of course, goes by the name of Brock Lesnar. Shelton Benjamin making his way towards the ring right now. Even in his home state, they do not have a positive reaction to the leader of the trio, to one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Shelton Benjamin defeated Yo a few weeks back, I believe it was, maybe before Survivor Series. And of course, the last time we saw Supremacy in a tag team match, they kind of got their momentum derailed. If you remember, they challenged the Dangerous Alliance and the DCC to a triple threat tag team matchup at Survivor Series, a Battle of the Brands. And it was DCC who won, pinning Supremacy to get that win. So that may be a bit of a demotivator as well for Supremacy, something that they may have to work uphill from. But what I was going to say about Sting as well, giving this opportunity to Roppongi 3K, I'm quite surprised, because the reality is, I said this last week as well, I think the only team that should be challenging for those titles is War Machine. I don't mean that as disrespect to Roppongi 3K at all. This is going to be Yo and Shelton Benjamin starting off this contest. But War Machine, they're on top of the division. There's no one else who compares to them, in my opinion. So I'm a little bit surprised to see Roppongi 3K getting the opportunity here tonight, but here we are. We saw new champions crowned, of course, on, well, a new champion crowned rather, on Monday Night Raw last week with Kenny Omega and that fantastic bout with Pete Dunne. We saw 3 new champions crowned 24 hours ago at Anarchy Rules. Could we see another title change hands here tonight? Could Roppongi 3K pull off a major upset, if you had to ask me, and topple the World Tag Team Champions of Shelton Benjamin and Lars Sullivan? We're going to find out, because this matchup is underway. We are already cooking here in this contest as these teams will vie for the gold And Yo already looking to make something big happen. Look at this sliced bread in the corner there. Onto Shelton Benjamin. Shoulders are pinned down. Can he do it off of this? Not quite, but a very ambitious start from Yo. Big move to get us going as well. No, not off the ropes. Brings it back in before he even has the chance and gets an arm drag there. Nicely done there from Yo. Okay, in the corner we go now. Tag's going to be made. Show is the legal man here. The powerhouse of the two men. And that is full demonstration of it. And that is fantastic tandem tag team offense from the challengers as a spine buster comes in from Show. Look out. The knees getting driven into the mat there. Shelton Benjamin feeling that impact to the fullest extent as the counter is made there. Oh, and a high kick. May not have gotten all of the target, but he's certainly able to take Show off his feet. And now tag in the freak. Lars Sullivan is legal here. Watch out for Show. And his sake. Look out. Oh my goodness. Throw away back suplex there, and a massive backbreaker follows up from Lars Sullivan. Is that going to do it? Right here, right now. No. Show's able to kick out it too. Yo wants to tag in, but I don't think Show can see it, and I don't think Show knows where he is right now either. But there's the fight back from Show. Big right hand, rocked him in the corner, tag made. Here we go. Talked about Show being the powerhouse. Look at this, holding him on his shoulders. Suplex, power bomb combination. Covers made, new champions maybe. Oh, Sullivan gets the shoulder up at 2, but there is hope being showcased here. No pun intended from Roppongi 3K. Oh, looked like a super kick attempt maybe from Yo. Counter made by Sullivan. Suplex toss follows up. Away you go for Yo. Oh, but he comes right back there with a jawbreaker instead. Interesting to see this matchup staying in, for the most part in the side of the ring that belongs to Roppongi 3K, even with Lars Sullivan in control of the contest. Look at Yo now, putting it all on the line. Putting as much of a stretch as he can into those stomps that he nailed onto Sullivan, but Sullivan just shrugging them off as if to say, gonna need more than that. Tag is made, and the same double team move will connect, taking out the arm for whatever reason, as that a Saito suplex comes in from Benjamin onto Yo. Gold standard now, the legal man in this contest. There's a big kick in the face from Yo. Look at the idea there from Yo. Roll up is made. Benjamin, is he under the ropes? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. The kick out is at 2 there from Benjamin, but I thought that hand of Benjamin, his left hand, our right hand, was underneath the bottom rope for sure. Show gets the tag in, but immediately gets met with a shot there from Benjamin, but double feet up in the face from Show, and a spear! Great fight back from Show. Dragon screw leg whip now. Here he goes. Show making things happen for Roppongi 3K. The challengers not out of it yet. As they look to do all that they can. Oh, big counter. Show up to his feet right away, but the clothesline may have done its damage. Powerbomb attempt incoming. No, wait. Show counters again. Sunset flip. Roll up is made. There's 2. Oh, there's Sullivan in to make the save. Sullivan makes the save at the counter 2 there. Show eyeing up Sullivan. Eyes on the wrong man. Benjamin in, and this time he gets all of that power bomb. In the corner we go. Sullivan legal again. A lot of tags happening in this matchup on both sides. It doesn't look like there's going to be one made for Roppongi 3K right now. Oh! Assisted powerbomb onto Show. Sullivan now doing the damage that is necessary as he launches Show halfway across the ring. Body shots incoming. Sullivan is decimating Show now. This is not looking good for the challengers. They need some kind of a lifeline here. They need the tag into Yo. Oh, there's the counter. Big form in the face from Show. Talk about the tag, and he's going to look for it. Sends him in the turnbuckle. Sullivan's in there. Tag is made. Here we go. Yo is legal. And look at the tag team offense fly from Roppongi 3K. Kick in the back. Knee in the head. Northern Lights suplex. Yo hooks the leg. Is it over with? No. You hoped. But it is not the case. Oh, there's a counter made by Lars Sullivan. Immediately as well, after Yo comes in with great fire and fight within him. Tag is made. Benjamin's legal again. Look out, the double axe handle comes down again on the arm. And this time, German suplex. Yo sticks the landing. Yo stuck the landing of the German suplex. There's a chance once again brewing for Roppongi 3K. Can they make it happen? Can Yo make it happen right now? Oh no. Counter's made there by Benjamin. Right hand. No. Yo counters. Rocks up against the ropes. Between the ropes goes Benjamin. Yo's going to take a huge risk in order to be champions. Up and over the ropes went Yo. He sends Shelton Benjamin back into the ring. Yo could be about to win the World Tag Team titles for Roppongi 3K. Elbow drop, but he took too long. No one was home on that one. Oh, but he missed that forearm. He got all of that one. Missed with that right hand. Super kick from Yo. Look at the fight. Look at the passion. The desire within Yo. Pounding the mat as he waits for Benjamin to get up to his feet. Oh, elbow in the face. Super kick in return from Benjamin. The fire used against him paid it. He got all of it. And Supremacy retain. Show just 1 second too late. As Supremacy do it again. Still your World Tag Team Champions, Lars Sullivan and Shelton Benjamin. They taking the win and the less than positive reaction from the St. Paul crowd. But they might want to turn their attention away from the cameras and towards the ramp, because that's Hanson. Well, they're not going to wait any longer. War Machine challenges Supremacy for the World Tag Team titles at Hell in a Cell. Oh, but Shelton Benjamin adding a little caveat to it. Making War Machine do the same as AJ Styles has to do tonight. Oh, wow. Firing the cheap shots already as Supremacy. Rowe versus Sullivan for next week. Victory for Rowe, and it's War Machine versus Supremacy at Hell in a Cell. Another big episode to come our way next week for Monday Night Raw. Effective 2 number 1 contender matches. We know the 5 women that will compete for the opportunity to face Tessa Blanchard at Hell in a Cell. Who will it be? Out of Io Shirai, Dakota Kai, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, and Kairi Sane? We'll find out next week. Also, can Rowe overcome the Freak Lars Sullivan in order to get the opportunity for War Machine to challenge Supremacy for the World Tag Team titles? We heard Shelton Benn just a few moments ago. If they can't win, they can forget about challenging for those titles again. But that is next week. We still got a match to go here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And what a match it's going to be. It's the Phenomenal One against the Big Dog. It's AJ Styles against the World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns. If AJ Styles wins, it is Styles and Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship at Hell in a Cell. Buckle yourselves in, everyone, because it is time for the main event of the evening. And first out, to a more than positive reception, it's the Phenomenal One. AJ Styles with it all to do here tonight, and one simple outcome: victory. He's the number one contender. Defeat? He's not. I asked Sting as well what would happen regarding that World Heavyweight, regarding the number one contendership to the World Heavyweight Championship if AJ Styles were to lose here tonight, and he told me there would be a number one contender match next week, and he could guarantee that Pete Dunne would be involved. That is not my words, that is not my guess, that is straight from the mouth of the Raw General Manager Sting. So if AJ Styles loses here tonight, it's Pete Dunne's gain. Dunne not in the building here this evening, however, both himself and Kenny Omega resting from last week's fantastic main event, and we're in for another one here tonight. These two guys have had their issues brewing since before Survivor Series, since they were on Team Raw. Styles and Reigns could not see eye to eye. It was two alphas butting heads. And we saw at Survivor Series, AJ Styles say to Roman Reigns, if you do something I don't like, I'm walking out. Reigns tagged himself in to eliminate Adam Cole, and he walked out on Reigns and the rest of the team. Styles believed that the selfish actions of Roman Reigns made it not about Team Raw, but trying to make it about Team Roman. Roman Reigns congratulated himself alone for the victory, being the sole survivor in that Survivor Series match against Team ECW. It ended under controversial circumstances, don't forget, but Reigns was the sole survivor, and he said that Raw won because of his leadership, and not because, and as he has said more than once now, a SmackDown reject like AJ Styles. Well, that SmackDown reject is about to get in the ring with Roman Reigns here tonight. Styles and Reigns about to compete. This is the first time that Reigns has been in ring action one-on-one on Monday Night Raw since before No Way Out. But he is here in the main event of the evening, and he is ready to compete and prove why he is the World Heavyweight Champion. And if he's victorious here tonight, why AJ Styles will not be getting a chance at the belt in a few weeks' time at Hell in a Cell. The longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion, and then some. The Roman Empire looks to stake its dominance on Monday Night Raw once again. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's the main event of the evening. AJ Styles and Roman Reigns, one-on-one. Both men ready for a fight, and AJ Styles coming right out of the gates, but Roman counters him, and a throat uppercut immediately takes him off his feet. And look at the confidence from the world champion already. Illustrating it the best he can as he rocked Styles with an elbow in the back of the head there. But Styles comes right back there, jawbreaker counter on Reigns. Here we go now. There's no feeling out process in this one. There's no desire for these two guys to learn the strengths and weaknesses of one another, to get themselves warmed up, because they've been raring to go all night. They've been wanting to fight each other for weeks on end, and tonight they finally get the chance. Tornado DDT from Reigns off the second rope. Look out now, chinlock being applied by Reigns, just wearing down Styles in the middle of the ring, taking the fight out of him early on. Styles up to his feet. In come the elbows there from AJ Styles to get himself out of it. Discus clothesline. And Reigns is taken off his feet now. Styles, Pele kick. Nailed him. Absolutely nailed the world champion with that one. Oh, but Reigns comes right back with a kick in the gut. Look out. Garage suplex. And Styles goes back down. They went for the throat uppercut again, but there's the counter from AJ Styles. Snapmare, a big kick in the back from Reigns follows up. From Styles follows up onto Reigns rather. Look out, he'll go for it again here. Oh, Reigns had it scouted that time around. Boot up into the face of AJ Styles. Look out now, up and over. Styles sent spilling to the top rope there by Roman Reigns. And Reigns gets out of the ring now. And looks to pick up right where he left off. Look out on the outside. Snake Eyes into the apron. Roman Reigns used the outside to take control, and it has certainly worked to his advantage as we head back into the ring here. Reigns completely in control as he nails the Samoan drop. Right hands coming in now from the world champion, who has taken the early lead in this matchup. Styles fighting back a little bit though, and every time he fights back you hear the crowd rise, you hear the crowd cheering on, especially when he knocks Roman Reigns off his feet, as he just did there. Oh, but Reigns fights back again, and another massive, heavy hit from Reigns sends Styles down. Schoolboy rolling through, sit-out powerbomb. Unprecedented strength from Reigns, but Styles kicks out at two. The shots that Reigns are nailing on Styles, you can hear the power of the shots and the thud of them as well. Every single hit that is nailed onto AJ Styles. Roman Reigns is incredibly animated here tonight. So frustrated, it seems, with AJ Styles and everything that has brewed up between these guys over the past few weeks. Maybe frustrated that he has to fight Styles here tonight as he nails a big drop kick. Does the phenomenal one, taking the World Heavyweight Champion off his feet. In the corner we go. Styles gets a lariat of his own on Reigns. And Styles goes right to the top rope. He's feeling the fire. He's got the momentum on his side. AJ in. Oh, went for a spiral tap, but no one there. Reigns had to move out of the way effectively at the last moment. And an electric chair. Reigns with his battle cry, as he seems set on trying to finish off AJ Styles here. Misses with that lariat. Went to the well one too many times, and Styles made it pay. Shinbreaker follows up. That may take away some of the speed necessary to hit the spear. That may be a good move from AJ Styles. But Reigns kicks him right in the head to counter that snapmare kick combo again. But so does AJ Styles counter that back suplex. Tit for tat on counters right there and then from the two men. Styles may have an opening here. Backbreaker onto Reigns. What will Styles do in this moment? Hard chop in the chest. Gives up his back. AJ Styles in with a beautiful back suplex. And he is feeling confident right now. He's the phenomenal one for a reason. Here we go. Styles in here. Lifting him up on his shoulders and using the ropes to hit that fireman's carry cutter. Reigns laid down on the outside. Moonsault from the apron to the mat from the phenomenal one. AJ Styles nailed every bit of it. And now, I was about to say momentum was on the side of Styles, but that ain't the case. Snake Eyes into the barricade from Reigns. Brutal from Reigns to retake control Styles might really not know where he is right now, and Roman Reigns might well use that to his advantage. Michinoku driver from Roman Reigns. Cover is made. Is it all she wrote? No! AJ Styles is still able to get the shoulder up in time at 2 and gets out of the ring to get some breathing space. Reigns backing up and letting him back in the ring here as well. Oh, but only to hit him with a right hand and another one to knock him off his feet. Say what you will about Roman Reigns, whether you like him or you don't. He is a top-class athlete. He's world champion for a reason. He's the longest-reigning world champion for a reason. And he is showcasing that to be the case here tonight, even though AJ Styles keeps on fighting. Top rope, frog splash, but the knees were up. Expert reading from the world champion. Roman Reigns just knows how to counter, when to counter, and what to counter with. Crucifix, sit-out bomb! 1, 2... AJ Styles kicks out again, but how much punishment has gone through the body of AJ Styles in this contest, and how much more can it afford to take, courtesy of Roman Reigns? Oh, Styles comes up the counter there, nicely done. But again, Reigns just almost too quick for AJ Styles, even in a striking match. Look out here, Reigns is in. Deadlift, sit out powerbomb, another powerbomb in this match, and another kick out from AJ Styles. Don't ask me how he keeps doing it, because I don't know. But what I do know is that Styles is kicking out, and he's fighting on. Counters whatever Reigns had in mind. Huge clothesline from the top rope from Styles. You could see how much emphasis he put on that one. AJ in now. Power bomb of his own onto Reigns. Wait a minute. Styles sees a chance. He's going onto the apron. You know what he's looking for. Is he going to be able to get it? Reigns halfway across the ring. Fell out of the forearm. He got him. 1, 2. Oh. Reigns kicks out at 2, but AJ Styles stays right on the offense on the world champion, the ever-resilient Roman Reigns. Oh my goodness, how does he fight back like that? How does he come back from a move that would have finished off so many more to immediately retaking control? He is a special breed of talent, and he's showing it right now with another schoolboy powerbomb. AJ Styles' back has to be in agony in this match. In the corner. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good for AJ Styles. He doesn't look to have any fight in him this time. Reigns has him up, just threw him off from the top rope. That could do it. It was an awkward landing for Styles, but he still kicks out. Bailey. Hardly an emphatic kick out there from Styles, and the referee rightly checking up on him, making sure that he can still continue. Oh, and he certainly can, because there's a counter. Styles, blockbuster. Every move he hits, the crowd cheers him on. Top rope. Chance in front of him right here, right now. This time he gets it. Spiral tap from Styles, and the opening is right there, but Reigns shuts the door almost immediately. Oh no. Reigns, he saw the chance when he had him up against the ropes. Roman Reigns, look out! Clears the ropes like they're not even there. He takes down AJ Styles with a Superman dive to the outside. And he may have just finished off the phenomenal one. taking him down and taking him out. 1, 2. AJ Styles kicks out at 2. But I don't think he's kicking out of this. Pete Dunne might well get his opportunity next week. Spear from Reigns. This one is over. Or not. AJ Styles just kicked out of the spear as well. And look at the fury now in Reigns. He's pissed now. AJ Styles should not have kicked out of that spear in the eyes of Roman Reigns. How did Styles manage to kick out? I simply will not know. That is that unknown fortitude. That unknown resilience that wrestlers have that you just cannot put into a physical entity. But every time he's trying to fight back, as it has been throughout the entire match, Reigns just shuts him down. Top rope. Look out. This can't be good. Knee drop. Styles counters. Styles moves out of the way. Suplex from the Phenomenal One. He's in here. Styles is still in with a huge opportunity, but he's spilled to the outside by Reigns. Oh, good counter made by Styles there on the outside. Look at this now, fight breaking out on the outside here for a moment. But again, just how it was earlier on in the match, it's Reigns with control, and he dumps Styles. Face first onto the apron again. Uh-oh. Reigns, he might be looking to end things in his own decisive, clinical way. Superman clothesline. Elbow across the face of AJ Styles there. Oh, but there's Styles coming back again. Calf crusher, calf crusher. He's looking for the calf crusher. He's got it in, but oh. Instinct alone may have locked it in, but the location of where Reigns was in the ring didn't help. Reigns getting fired up, but Styles coming in hot. But Reigns coming in harder. Huge clothesline. And now they come raining in. 2 in a row. Another Superman clothesline from Reigns. And look at the smirk on his face as he prepares to finish off AJ Styles. Superman punch from Reigns. One move remains. And here it comes. Spear on its way. What? Styles countered it. Styles clash. Throw him up in the air. AJ Styles is the #1 contender. Styles did it. They threw everything they had on one another. Phenomenal forearms, spears, and just when it looked like Reigns was about to close in on a huge win, Styles threw him up in the air. Caught him in for a massive Styles clash. And the count of 3 struck. Roman Reigns tried to get up to his feet, but fell out from the ring, maybe in shock, maybe in disbelief, but this is your reality. AJ Styles is the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight Championship at Hell in a Cell. Styles and Reigns, it's on again for the title.